I'm Ron and I'm back again, already for another Ron Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing the second day of NFL Divisional Round games. First, Chiefs beat the Texans 51-31. And then second, the Packers beat the Seahawks 28-23. They both move on to the AFC and NFC championships respectively. Wasn't really respectful the way these teams beat each other. Whatever. That was kind of a mess up on my part. Respectively. There was a lot of scores in the Chiefs-Texans game. We'll talk about that one first because it happened first. Even though if I could choose which one I'd talk about first, I definitely would talk about this one first because it was the better game. It was less boring. Like, this video is going to be called Head Spinning because of this game. So yeah, in the first quarter, the Texans get out quick to a 21-0 lead with a Kenny Stills 51-yard touchdown catch, a block punt return by Johnson Jr., which made it 14-0, and Daniel Fells with a 4-yard touchdown reception, which made it 21-0 in the first quarter, and those first two scores happening within 2 minutes of each other. They jumped on. No, wait. No, the first two? Yeah, two, yeah. They jumped on the Chiefs. Quick. But at the start of the second quarter, Fairbairn kicked a 31-yard field goal to make it 24-0. But the Chiefs jumped back right as quick because in the second quarter, Williams had a 17-yard touchdown catch that made it 24-7. Travis Kelce had a 5-yard touchdown catch which made it 24-14. Another 6-yard touchdown catch by Travis Kelce to make it 24-21, and a Travis Kelce touchdown catch for another 5 yards to make it 24-28. They jumped right back out on the Texans and say, "Hey, we'll spot you 4 scores and we'll still beat you." And they did it. Not that they wanted to, but that was actually a pretty good game. Like, I loved how that worked out. It was like nuts. It's like, oh, hey, look, they got 2 scores within 2 minutes and then another one by the end of the first quarter. Oh, the Chiefs must be losing. And then they come back and do the same thing to the Texans that the Texans did to them because two of their first 3 touchdowns came within 2 minutes of each other as well. That tells you exactly what game this was. And then in the third quarter, Williams had a 1-yard rushing touchdown, which made it 34-24 because Butker missed the extra point. Williams had another 5-yard touchdown run, 41-24, and then Deshaun Watson got 7 points back with a 5-yard rush touchdown of his own. But that was all the Texans were going to get after they got slapped back in the face in this game. I'm not going to say the word. You know what I mean. And then Bell had an 8-yard touchdown catch to make it 48-31. And then Butker kicked a 24-yard field goal with 8 minutes left to make it 51-31, and that's the way it would stay. Now, let's just talk about the performances of the players. Deshaun Watson didn't really have a bad game. The Chiefs' defense just turned it on after they got slapped. They came back and every facet of the Chiefs' game turned on after they came back like they did. And even before they did, but it really turned on after they came back. And Deshaun Watson did what he tried. He tried everything to try to get the Texans back into the game. He just couldn't. And he even got his own touchdown run. He had an okay game. Yeah, the first quarter makes it look a lot better than what it was, but he had a good game. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh, he played horribly and it made him get beat. No. It was a shootout, and he just didn't have the power that Mahomes had because Mahomes was just completing passes everywhere. To Travis Kelce, to Williams, to Bell, to Hill. He was completing passes everywhere. Patrick Mahomes, now that's an MVP, not Lamar Jackson. I think we all know by now. Hell, Deshaun Watson is better than Lamar Jackson, okay? Let's stop this Mahomes-Lamar debate. We finally got an end to it this weekend. What is it? Patrick Mahomes is hands down better than Lamar Jackson. Why? Because he can actually throw the ball. He can actually throw more than 10 yards and throw more than a check down. He can bomb it. He can run. He could probably kick his own field goals if he wanted. Patrick Mahomes is basically Superman. Lamar is a one-trick pony. There's your difference. And for some reason, somebody who's a one-trick pony is going to win the MVP because the NFL's like, oh, that's the cool thing now. Even though Patrick Mahomes does all of it better and then some. He still should be a 2-time back-to-back MVP. Simple. Simple. That's what Patrick Mahomes is. Stop this frickin' Lamar thing. Lamar is a bust, and you're going to see it next year. When there's a lot of film on him and you know exactly what the hell he's doing, talk to me next year. When he doesn't make the playoffs. Talk to me then. Watson is better than Lamar. Lamar is... Just wait. Lamar is nothing. Just wait. Just wait. And when it happens, I'll tell you I told you so. But, I don't know when I'm going to do that. Maybe the first playoffs video. I don't know. Point being is what a game. Scores aplenty. Scoregami, by the way, if you follow that. I think the Packers-Seahawks game was a scoregami too, but I damn sure well know the Texans-Chiefs game was a scoregami. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes was great. Travis Kelce was great. Williams was great. Hill was great. Bell was great. All the players were great. The defense was great. Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger. Honey Badger don't care. I know that's so 2012, but quit it. Honey Badger, great. Terrell Suggs, even though I hate to admit it, he was great. Breland, great. The whole defensive line, great. The Texans just weren't good enough. They got outshot in a shootout. Nothing to hate about there. They took their best shot, and they got outshot after they took their best shot. Simple. Deshaun played well. Stills played well. Hopkins didn't really get much because he was hurt. Fells played well. J.J. Watt didn't really do well, but he was hurt. I'll give him a pass on that. But, yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. It was fun to watch, and it was a good shootout. Now we're going to talk about the boring game of the day. Packers 28, Seahawks 23. It sucked. Why? Yeah, I don't like the Packers. Get on me for that. I just don't like the Packers. Yeah, when Brett Favre played there, well, I just like Brett Favre. I'm a Mississippi boy. I like Brett Favre. He's way better than Aaron Rodgers could wish he would ever be. But the reason Brett Favre doesn't get looked like that is he was a gunslinger. He screwed things up playing the game, putting the game in his own hands. And he doesn't have that many Super Bowls because of it. But oh, wait. Brett Favre has the same amount of Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is no GOAT. If he is, then Brett Favre is. But no, it's Breeze and Brady, and maybe Peyton Manning. I'd rather hear you say Peyton Manning is the GOAT than Aaron Rodgers. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here with that stuff. But let's talk about this game by itself. Davante Adams, 20-yard touchdown catch to make it 7-0. And then Myers on the Seahawks kicks a field goal to make it 7-3. And that's the best it would probably ever get. Well, not really. They tried to come back in the second half. But that's as bright as it would look until like the second half for them. Then Aaron Jones has a 1-yard rush touchdown to make it 14-3, and he has another 1-yard rush touchdown to make it 21-3. Goes into halftime that way. Marshawn Lynch starts the comeback, or the try to come back, with his own 1-yard rush touchdown, 21-10. Then Davante Adams has a 40-yard touchdown catch, 28-10. Then Lockett gets a touchdown, 7-yard touchdown catch to make it 28-17. And then Marshawn Lynch has a 1-yard rush touchdown again to make it 28-23. And the Seahawks would get one more drive, and then Russell Wilson got sacked and punted away, and they couldn't hold the Packers back. The defense screwed up one last time, couldn't hold the Packers back, and the Packers got to a place where they could just kneel out the game, and they did. 28-23 is the final on that one. The reason why the Seahawks lost was not because of the brilliance of Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't, I mean, Aaron Jones was a great rusher in this game. Devontae Adams was a great pass catcher, but Jimmy Graham caught a couple good catches in this game, but they got what they were given to by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't try to throw games away. The difference between him and Brett Favre is Aaron Rodgers is a safe player. But being a safe player, he could just check down, check down, check down, check down, check down. He is a system quarterback. And Matt LaFleur knows that if you're going to take chances with him, it's not going to go well. So just make sure he does safe things, and he did. And the Seahawks defense choked. Why? Because they had 2 blown coverages. The 2 touchdown passes to Devontae Adams were blown plays. The coverage on that was shambles. They left like the whole field open. It looked like they didn't cover him. Zone defense. Really? No. Horrible. Zone defense? Horrible. What was that supposed to be? Some sort of, you cover the player. You don't play zone D. And then Devontae Adams was smart enough to run into the unoccupied zone, and he got 2 touchdowns out of it. Good for him. And then Aaron Jones was being his wrecking ball self. Beast mode 2.0, honestly. Well, no, that probably is Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook, but let's, more like CJ2K 2.0. Yeah, more like that. There's a couple of Beast Mode 2.0s in this league, actually. But he did what he's good at. Simple. And the defensive line of the Seahawks was horrible, too. And Elgton Jenkins, and he was giving them as much as he could. The Seahawks, he wasn't really playing that well on the line. He made some mistakes, and they couldn't capitalize on him. And I like Elgton Jenkins. He's a good player. He played for Mississippi State. I should know. I expected him to make mistakes. They should have expected him to make mistakes, and they didn't capitalize on them. Some of them were flags, but they still didn't capitalize on them. That was bad. The Seahawks defense was bad, and it's not Russell Wilson's fault that they lost. The offensive line was for the Seahawks. He got sacked a couple of times. The run wasn't good enough. Okay. He sometimes didn't get enough time. Sure, but the defense could have held it down. They didn't. They choked. So that's what it is. That's exactly why the Seahawks lost this game. And it sucks. So today I was 1 for 2 again. This weekend I was 2 for 4 because the 2 predictions I got right was 49ers over Vikings and Chiefs over Texans. The ones I got wrong were Titans. I said Ravens over Titans. The Titans won that game. And I said Seahawks over Packers. The Seahawks won this game. Or the Packers won this game, not the Seahawks. I said Seahawks over Packers. But I got those 2 wrong. So I'm 500 for the weekend. Hopefully I get 2 for 2 next week. Probably not. I'll get 1 for 2. That's the way these things go. I half them up for some reason. So yeah, by the way, the donation links are still in the description. So if you want to donate to the Australian fire relief causes, donate to those. Let's help make the world a better place. You know what it is. So if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends. Today was a head spinning day and a boring day in the same way. It was weird. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.